The catch is a strange thing because it's very important, but we've just talked about it. It's what part of the stroke? The slowest part of the stroke. How many people try and hit the catch? That's a terminology we hear a lot of.
Because they're starting the stroke from up here.
Yeah, you try and hit the catch. If you're standing by the side of a swimming pool and you dip your foot in to see how cold it is, how much resistance does that water offer you? None. You will go straight to the bottom. If you jump off the 10-metre board and hit that water, how much resistance does that water offer you? A hell of a lot. If you hit a catch, it offers you infinite resistance. The only way you can get around that is to jar, escape it, and go. Okay? The catch is a slow part of the stroke. The paddle is put in the water. You familiar with watching swimming? No, sometimes you see that from underwater. Hand goes in here, then where does it go? Forward. Goes in the water and forward, then they hook on, and then they pull back. The actual placing of the paddle, or hand, in the water is in the wrong direction for movement. Okay? But unless you hold on to water, if you hit it, you will always end up with that vacuum behind the paddle. And until that vacuum is filled and the paddle is wedged in the water, you have no power. Because power relies on, if you're pushing on this side, there's no resistance to the other side, nothing. You haven't got prayer. So you have to have the paddle enclosed and embedded in the water before you pull on it. So you can use whatever language you like to get that across to your athletes. Terminology I use, because I want to use something slower than a hand. If you start talking about placing your hands, they're the things that move very fast. So I want my kids to put the paddle in with their top shoulder. So they're here, and the paddle is put in the water, boom, with the top shoulder. It's this that puts the paddle in. Okay? If you start putting in with your hand, you'll come back. Okay? We're starting there still. What you've got to do is hit that water so hard that you go to the end of the thing. Go. And it just bounces off. You see his body, this hand will want to go up. His whole body jars. Only when it's all stabilised does he then move to the end of the slide. One more go. Okay. It's massively destabilising because everything gets juddered. You have to wait until the vacuum behind the paddle fills and then you can go. So we never hit the catch. We place, we place, we place. It's like a nice crawling, like creeping cat type movement. It's a nice steady. Right, you're fine. Thank you, Mike.
Yes, you're almost waiting for the blade to be put in before you start.
Yeah. A good catch, you don't know when it happened, you just know that it has. Okay? So when you see people on the paddling machine, if that string is going ga-dang, 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 every time they pull, and you can hear it, this isn't a good catch. Must be type noise. We'll do that a bit later.
And the catch.
Just see how good my imitation was.
The catch is a positive angle.
The catch has to be a positive angle.